Hey, we're back.
Hey.
Hello.
How's everybody doing? Don't answer at once.
I'm doing
Good.
doing fine.
That was awkward. But hey, good to be
Hey,
here.
it's not D&D if there's not a little bit of social awkwardness.
Oh, right. I mean, you're bringing like all of the nerdiest people together and forcing them to perform. They're bound to be some moments.
And that's why there's got to be somebody like me to, help you guys out.
Mm.
That's what it
The
is.
cool one.
The cool one,
What
right?
would we do
Right, the
without
cool
you?
one.
We've
That's
seen
right.
your high school pics now.
Yeah.
He was nominated
Fair
the cool
enough.
one, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I managed to ask someone, I think through Facebook, like what they found appealing about the podcast, and they said we seemed so authentic, like we were just a group of friends playing D&D. And I'm like, well,
It's really hard to keep that up, but we do it for you.
Well, if it wasn't for all those riders you had in your contract,
Mm.
Alar.
Yeah. No, I think people maybe overestimate how much effort and scripting and stuff that goes into this. It's like virtually none. we don't meet to talk about the episode beforehand.
Nope.
We just play.
We just play. We maybe have 30 seconds of reminder before we start recording of where we left off, and
Oh yeah.
And then the hour after it with Jerry scolding us. It's really that's the brutal part.
Well,
you're making me look bad, guys.
At the end of the last section, we're supposed to be reporting to Hayden, and you're like, you're gonna tell him all the stuff that you know. I'm like, what else do we know? I mean, I've got like scribbles here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the legions, those Kaz and Core, and yeah, those.
Yep. I'm gonna give you some names. You figure it out, Hayden.
Yeah.
It's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot going on, and I am trying to take notes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what the? Yeah.
My notes make no sense at this point.
Yeah, I really thought that this was a simpler storyline than the previous season.
No.
And then I actually started scaling it back, and then this past couple of episodes, I'm like, either everything's just hitting right now, or there's just a lot going on, a lot of threads coming together right now. But yeah, it was kind of information overload last time. I hope our listeners were able to follow along. But basically, I think you guys...
we did a deep dive into our character psyche and motivation. This is an important thing.
That's right.
We did. It was good.
Yeah, no, I thought it was good. It was helpful for me to see where you guys were coming from a little bit more. And sometimes I think you need to do that, especially when we are really all remote and trying to have a show and trying to remember every couple of weeks where we left off and what our characters are dealing with. And, and that's a hard thing to do. And you guys are, I think, doing a great job. So...
And we've clarified that we don't listen to the podcast.
Why would we?
I don't want to hear myself. I don't.
Right. No. So
I will tell you, when I get stressed out, though, with all the information coming at me, my notes end up starting just to be me drawing little forest.
Oh.
There you go. See? Yeah.
We didn't even know. That's amazing.
I mean,
that's
I'm at least like writing information down, but I've got like pages of it. It's just like, okay, where did I sketch this? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm notoriously bad for taking notes, unless it's like loot, and then it's like, oh yeah, I know exactly what I have. Storyline notes, tough to do.
The worst feat anybody can pick as a DM is keen mind, because it means that they can remember everything from like the last 3 months. And so when someone's like, oh, I've got keen mind, what did I remember? You're like, oh, jeez.
Why?
I forgot what you remembered.
Yeah.
If it's not your notes, I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah. No, you guys are...
Well, I'm writing that down.
Keen mind.
It's a feat.
We all need to get that.
It lets you know where north is when the sun's going to set.
That, yeah.
Very cool. Well, you guys are learning a lot, doing a great job with it. That's all that really matters, and hopefully it's a little entertaining for people listening. If not, well, we apologize for that, but we'll try to get better. We always appreciate feedback, and you are welcome to leave it, and we will work on what we can. And but I think from my point of view, you guys are doing great. The story's moving along, and I probably should take a moment here to give a shout out to our buddy Lev, who has been a long time, by long time I mean several months, supporter of the podcast, and really somebody who's active on Facebook page and leaves comments. And man, I just don't know what we would do without people like Lev making this all possible. I mean, I think I know what I would do. We would probably continue on, and I would just be a lot poorer. But Lev, you really make it easier for us to, focus on putting the story together, having fun, doing this game, having this adventure. And people like Lev, please, accept our humble thanks for making this all possible. Very much appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
So if you want to be like Lev, and who doesn't, you can go to patreon.com/Dungeon Patrol and give us $1 or $2. And, if you have better things to do, again, I'm going to encourage you to do those other things. You can also go to dungeonpatrol.com, and there should be a Patreon button on there, and that will take you to the same place. So that's all.
And
I
hopefully,
have.
Jerry, you won't have to continue living in a garden shed with black curtains behind you.
Does it look like a garden shed?
No.
I mean, at one of these points, you're going to actually put up your backdrop. Maybe like the last episode of the campaign.
Yeah, the last episode, exactly.
Yeah, we talked about me needing a computer upgrade and a background upgrade, and so I need lots of upgrades, across the board probably, but hopefully we'll get there. And I'm still hopeful that someday we'll return in person, and the need for backdrops will not be quite as necessary. I don't know. Maybe. Have you come up with a cure yet? Looking at you, Alar.
Cure for
I don't know.
Cure for
lycanthropy.
Pandemics.
Lycanthropy.
We're
Yeah.
worried about lycanthropy right now.
That's their main focus.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, because like we've said before, we're sort of tired of this campaign being mimicked by real life.
Oh, you know what I've heard is great for lycanthropy is hydroxychloroquine. So
No.
Rhaegar should start taking that.
We're just
now.
gonna-
Taking that
That was
literally.
too soon.
Too
That's
soon.
all I'm too soon.
We're just going to quarantine Kragar, and so it's going to be
Yeah.
just a show with just Kragar
Yeah.
quarantined, and then we're going to be the
Well,
three of us.
He only has to be
Show with us
quarantined
and a show
for,
with
like,
him.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's just one day a month. I mean, how is it?
Yeah, how
does
bad
that
is it?
work? I mean,
Yeah.
basically it says through the full moon, but is it like just the one day of the full moon, or is it like a couple
It's
days
usually
a
3
month?
days.
Is it like 3 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. Cuts into your social plans quite a bit.
But it's just like at night though, of those 3 days.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It's a little unclear in the monster manual.
Yeah, I love the fact that you're still giving this, or maybe it's like fatalism, like you're not going to make it in time. I don't
Well,
know. but-
outside of that little 3 days where you become, a murderous monster, there's a lot of pros.
Yeah, there are some pros there.
I get it, Kragar, but you got to see it from our shoes too. Then we got to deal with a were-rat, a rat. I mean, wolves are cool. I'd be more, cool with wolves.
Well, I mean, to be fair, yes, that would not have been my first choice out of war creatures. I mean, I'm already Dex class, so I don't get a stat boost. I mean, a tiger now. I could have embraced
Yeah.
a tiger. I
Uh,
would have got a strength buff.
Okay.
I would have got pound.
Let's
just
move on.
agreement.
Our quest to find the were
perfect
tigers.
That's
You guys are cool and all, but is there a syndicate made of were-tigers? 'Cause-
Or were-bears? Were-bears are
Were-bears.
pretty fierce looking.
yeah.
Well, there's the reason we need
And
to
that
leave
would be my-
Badgergan.
You know, then I could be a bug werebear.
Yeah.
That would really fit better.
Werebear.
I'm
a
done.
bear bug.
Bye.
Werebear bug. Well, this is a wonderful
Brilliant stuff.
conversation. Yeah.
really good
and
stuff.
lots of possibilities there. So, Alar, brother Alar, would you please lead us in this week's recap?
Oh my goodness.
I love that. Alar and the Grateful Undead discussed their plans and allegiances and decided to return to Bleakstone. They escaped Old Town just in time, and in the process discovered an alliance between the Darkrun Syndicate and the Gladiators. They took their information back to Haydn, who took their story and asked them to investigate the Peck and Wimby warehouse nearby. What will they find there? Find out on Dungeon Patrol.
Nice. Very well done again, Alar.
I just
So-
hacked that together in the last minute. So.
Just off the top of your head.
No,
Keen mind, my friends.
Keen mind.
So yeah, you guys had this big conversation with Haydn. Haydn, shared some info with you, and he took off to go conduct his census, counting fires and trying to estimate how many people are actually left in the doomed city of Badrigan. So, what are you guys going to do? You're going to head to Peck and Wimby?
Correct.
I think we were
Yeah.
going to stay the night at the Chandler shop then.
What's in the
Yeah.
afternoon?
Yeah, it's kind of late afternoon, and
Just
it's
wanna
close
take a
by.
little-
But
Yes, you want to go there at night? Because we can take it 8-hour rest. I mean, a full rest. I don't know the last time we took one, but it doesn't have to be during the night.
yeah,
But I mean, I don't know if you wanted to stay. I was taking a short rest so I could get some stuff features back.
Yeah, I would definitely like us to take a short rest. If we want to take a long rest, that's fine. But yeah, let's at least do a short rest.
Yeah, I guess I don't have a sense of how much time passed or what we, it seems like we started the day fresh. We did the sewers, we wandered around and we went back, but like, did that take all day or was that just like,
yeah. You are basically, when you walked back into the Chandler shop with Haydn, it's probably mid-afternoon, late afternoon, and so you were definitely hungry. Good to get a meal in. You can take a short rest here, or you could say we're just going to set up shop. But he let you know that the P&W warehouse district is just a couple of blocks that away towards the sea, toward the boatyards.
Well, since Tris knows the area well enough, would you say going during the night or during the day?
I mean, as far as I know, we should be fine now.
well, it sounds like we can get
Or
there.
in the
So
evening.
like,
It's not that big a deal. It's
yeah, how far is it?
a couple blocks.
Couple
Oh,
blocks.
Couple blocks.
So we
Say,
take a short rest and we just go
Hmm.
traipsing over there.
Yeah, if you guys just wanted to scope it out, that's totally fine. And come back the
Do
next
we
day.
get our new abilities?
Oh
with a short
yeah,
rest?
good call. You guys are now level 3,
What?
so that's big, exciting news.
Yes.
We're gonna
Anybody
crack our
get
pace.
anything cool?
Just
Yeah.
I've
spell
gotten my
slots.
Bardic College.
Oh, that's right. You got your college and you got your fighting. Right, all of you got something special except for me on 3rd level.
Really? You
Mhm.
didn't get anything.
I mean, I get it 2nd level. So
Hmm.
Nice. Thought that seemed sort of sad the way you started.
what kind of fighting background did you go? Oh, I'm fine. What kind of fighting background did you get there, Tris?
Now I just forgot the name of it.
The martial archetype or
Like
the
Battle
Eldritch?
Master or
Battle
Oh,
Master?
Battle Master.
That's a
That's
good
that's
one.
what it's called.
Okay.
Battle Master.
You get the martial art kind of stuff.
I wanted to do Scout, but I couldn't. It wasn't on.
It wouldn't load it. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't on D&D Beyond. So
Well, I mean, you could choose it for yourself and add the abilities. That's what I had to do for my college. It wasn't loading up, so I just
Really?
added the abilities for myself. Yeah.
Yeah, that's strange.
Weird.
Hmm.
I'm willing to give Battlemaster a shot, I get superiority dice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
And
Makes
I
it-
have
Yeah.
3 special maneuvers.
That's fun.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is fun. Oh yeah, okay. Well, that's good info for me.
I'm not telling you what my special maneuvers are until I use them, though.
I can't wait to
I
see them.
figured.
What college do you attend?
I'm of the College of Glamour.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Yay.
So my favorite is my Mantle of Inspiration, where, this may be hard to believe, I become even more attractive, so radiant that I inspire all of you in battle.
Wow.
I'm not going to ask the rogue because that's just offensive to ask a rogue to give
Yeah.
up a secret.
Yeah, he can't tell you.
I mean,
You'll
talk about the campaign being mimicked by real life, right? You know.
You'll know when you see it. Hopefully,
Hopefully you won't see it.
that's true.
Yeah.
Or you don't live to tell about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, very, very cool. Level 3, a little bit sturdier. Take a little
Little
more
bit.
of a beating. That's good.
Well, that's not the point, but okay.
Awesome. So you guys are gonna take a short rest, eat your meal, and head on over to the P&W warehouses.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, so a meal has been taken. You guys get restored, feel a little more vigorous,
I feel so much better.
rested, and you take off outside of Hacklow's candle shop, and you cross. Eventually, you go across the courtyard. There's a square across or a block up down from the candle shop, which you scurry across. Seeing quite a few people out and about in the evening. But as you get closer to the warehouse area, you end up crossing a main thoroughfare, and right across from this artery that runs through this side of town is a large cluster of buildings. You're not sure exactly because whether they're P&W buildings from across the street, because they all seem to have been, pretty heavily damaged by fires. Most of them have been burned down. Some are just blackened shells with piles of rubble in the center. And seems very, very grim. And you're making your way around the side, and you finally see one of the structures, the P&W logo with the crossed pickaxe and hatchet. And so you're in the right spot. But it appears that most of it has been destroyed by the bombardment from the Dreadgate. There is a small road that runs in, sort of in between these buildings that make up this kind of P&W facility. And, you can take a closer look if you want, or go back to your shelter or whatever.
And that's what we're here for. So you said there's one building that seems to be more left than others.
Well, there are walls, and this just happens to be a partially soot-covered logo painted on one of the standing walls that's still up. But all the buildings look pretty much, like they've been engulfed. Total losses. There may be, as you wander through this, there may be other buildings further in that are more intact, but you'd have to go get a little closer.
We will get closer then.
I mean, that's
Well,
what
this is it. So I guess we go in.
This is why we're here. I like it.
Stay cautious and alert and hands on weapon hilts and.
Okay. So as you wander in between the buildings, you feel like the air is just very still. Your proximity to the sea makes kind of like an evening fog start to creep in and get thicker as you wander farther along this path. between these ruined structures. The smell of smoke and the damp air makes your lungs feel really heavy. Ahead, past the structure with the logo on it, you wandered down another ash and rain covered, cobblestone path, and really only hearing the distant crash of thunderous waves and the creaking and groaning of scorched metal and wood. As you round the corner, you think you see light up ahead. And you realize that it's getting darker, between these, walls that are still standing, the fog that has creeped in from the sea, and the fact that it's now evening time. It's starting to get dark, and you can definitely see that there is light up around the corner. And I am going to
the map.
Put this on the old map for you, and here you go. Let me know when you can see it.
Nope.
Not yet.
I see
Not
it.
yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you have to zoom out a bit.
Yeah, you're down at the bottom of the map,
Mhm.
and you might have to move yourself. I noticed a little bugginess with the lighting.
See it?
but- See, somebody's
Okay.
moving around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. It's just
Really?
black.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Down to the bottom left.
Do you have fog of war on, or
Let me
Yeah,
check
so
here.
zoom all the way out until you see the
I am
Bottom line.
zoomed all the way out.
zoom
Yeah.
far.
I
Further.
can't.
I see Alar moving?
do it.
Oh, I can move Alar.
Mm-hmm.
You could. Don't move me. Why are you?
You people are crazy.
Okay,
Alright.
everyone's
Crazy.
moving Alar. Very funny, but I still can't see anything. I'm blind.
You're
You
totally
can't see.
blind.
Can you see yourself?
I
You can't
can
even
see
yourself.
myself. I can see the people.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Okay.
I can't see anything around me.
Nope.
Oh, weird. Okay. Well,
Is it-
this was
is
my
it a
first
vision thing?
attempt doing the
Oh, you doing the dynamic lighting stuff?
the dynamic
Oh,
lighting.
it's a pain in the behind.
Is it? Okay.
I've tried to use it. I've just been using showing area because it's been really tough for me. I can send you I'll send you a little thing of how to fix it because it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I fiddled with it a little bit, and I was a little frustrated with it. It wasn't working right, but I thought it was just my computer. So
Yeah.
I'm
I can
gonna.
see that now.
Oh, now it's coming up.
Yep, I turned everything off, so you should be able to see it. Should look very foggy,
It does.
hazy, and you can see the burnt out structures, and you're walking along a path of some sort.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to try to share this on the
Oh
on
yeah.
the Zoom?
Good point. I will try to share it, and just so people can see what we're looking at here. And there we go. Now shared. We did
Ah.
have someone specifically request that we share the maps, and so hopefully this is satisfying. Although it does look extra foggy. I didn't mean
It
it to look
does.
this foggy, but you get the sense that
Mhm.
it's
I can see it.
gloomy, very gloomy and murky. So you guys are walking along, and then what?
Then I walk some more.
Okay, so you're marching along the path. You can go as much or as little as you want, and
I peek around the corner.
okay.
You want to go ahead there, Gregor?
Yep.
So I'm suspecting that if you guys are watching me share my screen here, that you're going to see everything that's coming up. So, yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. So
Well,
maybe
you just need to make sure you zoom in enough that we can't see everything that's coming up.
Oh no!
Nope. I saw something, Jerry.
Did you? Did you get a peek?
I got a peek.
Well,
Okay.
so we could practice with that. I mean, it says one of us could share our screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably better.
Oh,
Yep.
that makes sense.
Okay. I'm gonna stop it, and you guys can share, and then I don't have to worry about you
Exactly. That's
seeing what's behind the curtain.
that's brilliant.
Who's
All right.
gonna do it?
Yeah, it's awkward again.
So
you're
you,
gonna-
it
so
says
you're
host,
edit.
it says host disabled screen sharing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even more awkward. This is why.
It's like a lesson
Yeah. How
and
to?
entertainment. It's
Yeah.
entertainment right now.
It is. It really is.
Bob Ross, if you would.
It's something. All right. I don't know.
You're learning about Roll20. You're learning about Zoom.
Let's see.
It's just
can I-
added value for our listeners.
I like that added value.
I don't think I've disabled anything, but no.
I'm assuming
Yep.
it's going to be under security.
Alrighty. Well, we will
So you
figure
should
that
have-
out.
Okay. I mean, you should have a little up arrow or a little.
Okay, I got it.
right next-
Try it now.
All right, there we go.
I am a computer genius, so let's.
You should get a job in that field.
I'm not going to make any money DMing, that's for sure. Let's okay. Let's just cut out
got
that
it.
whole part of that episode.
There we go.
There you go.
Ta-da!
Yay!
Ta-da!
That's great.
Okay, so you guys can march along in this kind of gloomy walkway between these shells of these warehouses.
But you said we saw light.
You did see light up ahead.
I mean, so can you give us a little?
Yeah, I obviously
where-
would have been more if I had the lighting working, but
It was
you can
working
see
for me.
light up here. Yeah, isn't it weird that I mean, I've set all of you guys to the same everything, so it's kind of strange.
Okay, so from up there.
Yep, you see that?
Yep.
All right. So the
So,
question is, should we assume that anybody here shouldn't be here?
It's possible, you know, there obviously would be a lot of workers and employees and stuff in that you know, managed a facility like this.
Well, in a
So-
technical sense, we shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
But we don't count.
But
I guess
it's
should I sneak up?
I
and
think I
see?
count very much, Kragar.
Yeah. Tris, are you familiar with where we are right now? Like-
So not so much. I mean, I didn't work for them for very long, and
Yeah, you probably met them in Old Town. They have like an office and a little store in Old Town, and this is kind of, you know, behind the scenes warehouse distribution, all of that sort of thing.
Maybe, Kragar, you should go up ahead since you've got the skill.
I'll go
The
check it
skills.
out.
Okay, so you're gonna
I was just looking for clarity on whether I should just kill indiscriminately or try to talk
yes.
to somebody.
It's a your call kind of thing.
no, he's just going to kill them.
just
Perfect.
going to kill.
I creep into the darkness.
So you are sneaking. Roll me a stealth if you don't mind.
That is a non-natural 20.
Nice. Okay, so you are creeping along very quietly. You know, there are obstacles in your path, but you're just flowing around everything,
I,
not making the slightest sound.
my black cloak pulled about me, and I slipped my blades quietly from their sheaths.
Nice. Okay.
And I was basically want to get close enough so I can, you know, see what it is and see if there's people.
He wants to smell their brand of deodorant.
Old Spice. Must die.
Old Spice.
Is that aftershave?
Okay. So you are continuing to creep up and not making a sound. You don't hear anything. It's strangely quiet. Could be a combination of the heavy air, you know, being in among all these structures that Still lots of walls and lots of stone and wood between you and.
What is the source of light? Like, what is it?
Oh, are you going all the way up to the corner?
Well, not yet. So I can't see. It's around there. Is it flickering? Does it seem like magical? What, like, give me
It does seem to. It seems strangely bright. And it could be an effect of the fog or the mist. But it does seem harsh.
Well, if I don't hear anything, I mean, can I make a perception roll?
Sure.
That will be a 12.
Okay. So pretty much all you can hear is the sounds of the ocean, the creaking of wood, and that sort of thing. You don't hear anything that stands out or could be a sign of activity or anything. It all seems pretty mundane. The light does seem to have a little sort of flicker to it.
Well, I will creep up to the corner and up until I hear something. If I hear something before I get to the corner, otherwise I will go to the corner and peek around.
Okay.
I'm going to move up.
You're going to move up. Perfect.
Just a little.
As you round the corner, you now see the source of the light up ahead. The harsh lights seem both garishly bright yet somehow subdued in the palpable gloom of dusk. The structure that features the light seems partially intact. Looks like it could have been an office or perhaps living quarters or maybe both. Either way, it seems like somebody might be there.
I see. So there's a little light symbols where it's coming from?
Yep. You are correct.
Okay, so up here is actually an intact building, is what you're saying.
Yes, mostly intact.
So I will motion everybody to come up behind me.
Alrighty.
That building down the block looks intact. I'm going to creep up to the corner and see if I can hear anything.
Okay. So you're moving towards the lights?
Yes, basically I want to be kind of flush against the building, blending in as best I can, and that'll be another 17 on stealth to just kind of take my time and move down the way here.
Okay. All of a sudden you detect movement.
I will press myself down until as best as I can into the shadows.
Okay. So someone steps out. There's a little alcove or entryway up ahead in between these two lights that you now see on this structure. And the person that walks out, he's, a thin, older man, and he just steps out into the harsh light from this recessed entryway. He squints in your direction, almost like he'd heard something. And he seems a little bit startled as he is trying to look, through the lights into the gloom. But then he sort of stretches, and it seems like he's, looking, like kind of worried and looking at the lights, paying attention to them, and just kind of, checking things out.
Is that you in the picture, Jerry? Is that...
Nice.
Careful, you're going to die first, Brooke.
Right. Let me make a note of that, Brooke.
I thought it was one of your glamour shots.
Oh gosh, I wish I looked
A
that good.
headshot.
So this man seems to be like, like he maybe heard something or saw some movement and seemed really alarmed and is now kind of worriedly looking at these lights.
He's looking at, so the lights, are they just lanterns?
Yeah, they appear to be lanterns. He looks like he's checking. Maybe he's checking to make sure they have oil in them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
I
Well,
guess I
now's your
don't
time
know.
to shine, Kragar.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
kill, kill, kill.
I want to see if I can creep around up here to the corner without him noticing me.
Okay.
Kragar, do you have any non-lethal techniques?
What's
Who
that?
needs them? Okay. So you're going to try to creep up to the building, up to the corner. So he's, he's kind of close. Why don't you roll your stealth here, and I'll.
Okay. Apparently.
No, no good.
I got another one. I can't show you. There we go.
How?
So that is an 8.
You know, in other games, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jerry's table, you just
Yeah.
And these are
cursed.
these are the same dice. So just so you know, they're balanced.
they're good dice.
But they are not fair.
They just know that I'm not the evil DM today. So
Oh, I see.
it
Okay.
comes back. Maybe they're tuned to
Yeah.
killing players.
You gotta roll consistently poorly, like me, no matter the situation. So as you start to make your move towards the corner, you see that he startles again, and he squints off into the gloom in your direction. And then you see his eyes open wide, and he's definitely alarmed to see some movement, of what appears to be a humanoid figure off in the distance.
Is that a
And he
bugbear?
begins waving his arms wildly overhead, and you can hear him shouting at you, "You damned fool! It's almost dark! They're going to kill you!" And he looks momentarily hesitant, back at the lanterns, back behind him, and then back to you. And then he's like, "Run! Run! Run to me now!"
All right,
Starts
well, that's all
waving
that
your arm.
takes. I'm running.
Yeah, we're all gonna run then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll stand there while they run towards him.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So
Right.
let's.
I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but I want to frantically look about for whatever he's scared about.
Yeah. He as you guys are approaching, he suddenly turns around and turns his back to you, and he looks really alarmed. He turns and he just starts backing into this alcove, and he's sort of mumbling to himself, and he's like, "It's too late. It's too late. It's too late." And you can see him sort of just cowering in the recessed
You meet the
entryway.
nicest people in Badgergan.
You really do. You can't beat them. Vadragan nice. That's what they say about and then as you are trying to make sense of his erratic behavior, you see some movement up ahead, and you hear this low, mournful, very disturbing howl. And all of you will need to roll me
Oh no.
a wisdom saving throw.
No, I don't like that.
Not my strong.
Jerry, I think there's a mistake.
I got a 17, Jerry.
Okay.
Nice.
At a perfectly average 10.
Oh, I got a 19.
Wow.
Yay.
Okay. Krager, what did you get?
Wow.
3.
A 3?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Okay. So Kragar and Alar, you are now frightened, and you cannot move towards the creature that you now see step in front of you. You can roll again on your turn. But for right now, let us do some initiative. How does that sound?
That
That
sounds
sounds like a
amazing.
plan, man.
I
Sounds like I
was
need to get
saving my roll for this.
Oh, were you?
So you can
That's
be
good.
scared.
I don't
First.
need to move towards my opponent.
Let's see. Let me get you guys added to the list here. And there we go. Feel free to add your own digits. And
Why is it not?
that's being a bugger for me.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta just double click it to get on it.
You gotta yell at
There
it.
it goes.
So looks like, let me sort this. We have Alar with a 23, Triss with a 21, Brokos 21, Bad Thingy 15, and Kragar 9. Consistently rolling poorly, Kragar.
I've just switched my dice out.
Okay, good.
Wow.
Good for you. You got to take action.
It's Jerry. I think Jerry's cursed.
I could be. I mean, the campaign is bleeding over into the real world.
I really wanted to go first. Like, you could have seen something, but oh well.
Okay, so we'll have to wait to see something. Maybe next time.
If I don't die.
So this man still cowering. He looks like he maybe was affected by this strange howl that this creature emitted just seconds ago. And what you see, the thing that terrified him and howled at you, is a large dog-shaped creature with unnaturally distended jaws and glittering black eyes. It takes a step into the light toward you and the retreating man. You can see its dark body seems to be smoking, like tendrils of darkness surround it like a slithering aura of shadows. It stops then on the edge of the light, ignoring the whimpering man, and his focus solely on you. There we are. So, top of the order, Alar. You are frightened.
Okay, so that means I cannot move towards it.
You cannot move towards it, and you would have disadvantage on things. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay. I will strum my mandolin and quickly pen a tune of this creature and how it is going to fall to us. It gets to roll a charisma save.
Okay, that is a 15.
Yeah, it makes it.
Makes it? Okay.
Okay. As my bonus action, I will use my brand new Mantle of Inspiration. All of my friends will gain 5 additional hit points from my wondrous presentation and can each move their full speed as a bonus action right now.
Wow. Okay. That's cool.
Right now, huh?
Yep, as a reaction.
Oh, so I can close.
You can close.
Okay.
My full speed.
That
you
is,
can move up to your speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
that is very
So
handy.
I got
I couldn't move towards it, so
correct.
You can't, yeah.
Yeah.
So those two are.
I guess I could flee.
Yeah, you could flee.
Bye, Kragar.
See ya. That's yeah. Okay. Very
You're
well
welcome.
done. Yeah, that was very cool. That's a new thing, huh?
That's a new thing.
Very cool.
Well, but I could move
You could move lateral. You could move up to gain a shot
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, I
Better.
suppose.
Yeah.
Okay.
So end of your turn, Alar, you can
Yep.
roll to see if you can break this frightened condition.
That is a mighty 4.
And doesn't quite do it.
That's fine.
So
Are you
Triss.
afraid of the reviews? Is that what the
I'm feeling anxious about the song that I wrote. It clearly
Right.
wasn't up to snuff.
Right.
Your turn, Tris.
Okay, so I can use a bonus action before my normal action.
Yes.
So I'm
Most
going to do
certainly.
that. I'm going to use a bonus action to do a fainting attack. And you can
Nice.
expend 1 superiority die and use a bonus action on your turn to add the total to the damage roll and to gain advantage on your next attack roll against a chosen creature. So that is what.
Nice.
So superiority die first is a 6. I will take that.
Very good.
And I roll with advantage. That is a 19 plus, I think it's 4. Yeah, 19 plus 4. So 23 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Okay. So then 1d8. So 4, 6. And so that's 12 damage.
12 damage. All right. So your blade slashes this creature and it kind of lunges away, but you feel that it's connected and you can see sort of tendrils of this dark smoke kind of peel off of it and follow your blade as you swing through. Anything else?
No, because I used my bonus action to do the special attack, so I don't get a second.
Okay.
Is that correct? Somebody who's better
What's
at
that?
this than me?
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, use your second attack so your bonus action you use to use that, so you wouldn't be able to use offhand.
Okay. Then I am done.
Brokos, you see Tris strike the creature.
I had one intention, but seeing that it seems to be of some kind of evil nature, I'm going to take a step back, and you will see a large beam come out of the sky, a moonbeam, and strike down it, and it needs to do a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Constitution, huh?
I knew you were a dirty hippie.
So that is a 6.
That fails, so it will take moonbeam. It will take 10 points of radiant damage.
10 points of radiant.
And every time on its turn, unless it moves out, if it starts its turn in there, it takes the damage as well.
Wow. Okay. That's very cool. That also a new thing, huh?
Yeah, it's a second level spell.
Very
Yeah,
awesome.
so it's your turn. Creature enters the spell area for the first time or turns on, it starts there, is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain.
Searing pain, a moonbeam.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you can see some of this this aura that it has around it sort of like starts to disappear and evaporate as the moonbeam strikes it, and it just kind of growls and snarls at the light and at you. And anything else?
That'll be it. It's my turn.
All right. So it's the creature's turn, and it is going to strangely just disappear.
Oh,
Rude.
cute.
Rude.
Very rude. But fortunately for you guys, the fun never ends. And
Oh, of course.
creature pops up.
It's actually really generous when you think about it.
Yeah.
Behind,
Is it the same creature?
it appears to be very similar, but you can't tell if it's the same or not. Looks slightly smaller.
Do they have name tags?
This one, do you see dots on them? I put
Yes.
dots
Yes.
on them. Okay, so
This
the
is
first
red
one
dot.
was
The
red.
other one was red. Yep.
This
Well,
one's blue.
I guess for the purposes of being frightened,
Ah, good point.
so one of them frightened me, but if it's not that same one, then I'm not frightened of him.
Good point.
Yes, I believe that would be true.
Okay.
That is so wonderfully player-centric technical.
So it rolls a 24 to hit you.
Just misses.
Ooh,
That's a new
Level
thing.
3 is like a plus 10
better
to
luck
AC, right?
next
Campaign.
time.
This is 5e, not Pathfinder.
Right.
Okay, rolls pretty low. 6 damage to you, Kragar. And could you roll me a strength saving throw?
Ooh.
Yes. So in regards to those temporary hit dice, so that you lose those first?
The 5 hit
Yes,
points would come off
yes.
first, yeah.
Okay. So I really only lose 1.
Okay,
You're welcome.
Thank you.
let's see here.
Okay.
It'll be a 6.
You're amazing.
So you are knocked prone as well.
Oh,
Wow.
And just to let you know that the party's just starting, one pops up behind Alar
Rude.
with a green dot.
So this
And,
must be the they that he was talking about.
probably.
Oh, now you point that out, Brokos.
He listened.
Did I think that out loud?
It's not really so helpful, but you know.
Okay, so
Captain
that is
Obvious.
a natty 20. I am sorry to say.
Oh.
No.
Kragar.
I'm rolling much better too. So
Wait,
that's
is
not
this
good.
against me or against Alar?
Against Alar.
Alar.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said
Okay.
Kragar. Oh, Alar.
That is 17 damage.
Ooh.
What?
Why, Cherry?
Yikes. And roll me a strength saving throw.
Oh.
Just to add insult to this tremendous
Yeah.
injury.
15.
You made it.
Yes.
Somehow.
The
You
strong
made it.
wood.
I could
right.
play on my back if I needed to, but I don't have to.
You don't have to. Okay. So you are in pretty rough shape, and that's all that's going to happen, except they both also disappear, fade
Cowards.
away. Kragar, your turn.
They disappear, huh?
Mm-hmm.
They can do that twice in one round. Come on, Jerry.
Yeah, but they were different dogs. Though.
Different dogs, yeah.
Different dogs.
But they faded in and they faded out.
They just attacked. So, it was
So
just,
I because I don't. Well, first of all, can I make a roll to know what they are?
you certainly can. I'll even let you have some leeway.
I have no idea what they are. That is my 3rd natty 1 of the game.
Wow.
Jeez.
So I am going to assume that they're just invisible, and I want to use my bonus action to, I'm going to say disengage because I'm assuming he's there, and I want to disengage down here, and then make a blind attack at the one that must surely be between Alar and myself.
Surely be there.
Rhaegar,
Okay.
why are you attacking me?
Just shows up and starts swinging wildly.
I will flail back at him.
Windmill.
So
Okay. You would roll with disadvantage on that.
I would, but I have flank, so then I would.
So
even
that
out.
balances.
Correct.
it
Oh
out.
yeah, yep, that's true. Very good point.
So as I slash with my rapier with an impressive mighty 11, do I make contact with anything?
No, not a thing. So either it has moved or you are, I don't know, just missed it.
Puzzling, isn't it?
Very puzzling.
Well, that's what I have. I mean, unless I can sense it somehow or.
Smell it?
Smell it.
No, you missed it. One reason or another, you don't know. Might not
Okay.
be there, or you might
I
have just,
scowl.
yeah. scowl,
Come back, creature.
general direction of the creature. It is now Alar's turn.
Okay. I'm going to move back.
Oh, Kragar, you should roll to see if you become unfrightened.
Right.
Mm. Probably not quite yet with an 8.
Oh, you need,
You're amazing.
yeah, you need a break.
Seriously.
Maybe I'll bring out some different dice.
Do you have any?
I mean, these are just like my,
Mhm.
they're on the bench dice here. So
Yeah.
Well, just leave those for Pathfinder next time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
throw them away or throw them away.
Get out your
Um,
fancy dice. You should be using your fancy dice for this anyway.
You're gonna need something. You're gonna need it. Alar, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm stepping back 5 feet, and I'm going to strum a power chord and cast Thunder Wave.
ooh,
So it would basically that whole section, that whole 15-foot cube would be affected.
Okay.
So any creature in it gets to make a Constitution save.
Alrighty. And that is a 2, so I'm guessing that did not work.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, then that is going to do 5 points of thunder damage, and the creature is pushed 10 feet away.
Alrighty.
And would it, if it's invisible, it would show itself.
Yeah, it says that in the description too, Jerry. Ethereal and invisible creatures are.
Right. I don't believe
No?
you.
No, you don't believe me?
I don't.
Well, but you said they're pushed away.
Pushed away 10 feet.
Like, would it be pushed into me?
Uh,
I think you'd roll a dice to decide which way it goes, doesn't it? Or away from where you are.
I think I would be the center, and
Yeah.
wherever it is.
Yeah.
would
Well, but I'm
continue that
between
direction.
it and, I mean, assuming it hasn't moved.
Yes. So I'm gonna say that it does tumble into you,
Oh, okay.
and we'll say that it gets knocked around, but you definitely move out of the way, and it's now. So you made contact with it, and you believe it's behind you now.
Hello,
Oh.
my friend.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. So, and you said 5 damage?
Yes.
All right.
Something.
It is something. No, that's very good. You're very useful for a bard. And
What?
Triss, it's now your turn.
So I have a couple of questions. One, what's the ground like here?
It is pretty kind of rain-soaked grass.
Grass.
Yep. Sort of short, stubbly, not the thickest
that's
carpet
not
of
helpful.
grass, but yes, there's grass and some, mud and stuff like that mixed in.
Okay. So second question, can I roll to see what these are? If I know what they are?
Sure.
What would I be rolling?
I would let you sell me on something, but maybe like history or Arcana or something.
Where's history? I think Arcana would
It's
make
always
sense.
history. You're talking to a history major here, so I know how important history is to know
Oh,
everything.
I just rolled a 20.
Oh, wow.
Want to give
So-
that dice to Kragar?
No, I want to use it.
She doesn't want to taint it.
He's
He
not
will
allowed.
drain it of its vitality.
I'll give a little plug. This is the Con of the North dice.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh,
Lucky.
Are you the only one who received a set of those dice?
no, I have one of those too. Actually,
Oh.
it's sitting right here in my
Yeah.
tray.
You should maybe
You should
check
be
it out.
rolling that, man.
So yeah, you have heard of these creatures, especially recently with the craziness up north in the Thurngari Islands. You've heard of, all sorts of strange creatures sort of coming out of this, permanent fog that has engulfed their pirate's homeland. And you believe it's what they called a shadow mastiff, which is a
Okay.
creature of the Shadowfell. Sort of, dog-like, but evil, and, can disappear and reappear kind of on a whim. But the thing that you do remember that they do not like light.
Cool.
So I do have that moonlight is moonlight. Moonbeam is like a pale light. So
Yeah.
it's not a light spell. So that's why he left. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty confident that the dog is not still standing in the moonlight then.
No. But that would be your guess anyway. From what you know, you think it would be hard for it to have disappeared if it was still standing there.
All right. Well, I'm hoping that means that I won't get injured. I'm trying to move myself on the shared screen instead of the actual. Like, why
was
can't I
doing that
move?
earlier, and I didn't mention it because I already have enough things to embarrass myself with.
So I'm going to move up into the beam of light
Okay.
and hope nothing happens to me with that.
You are a. No, I'm just kidding. This is it'll say this. It's on there right now. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time.
Oh,
That's a DM call though, because it's still there right now.
What was the check on it?
Would be a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I'll let you make the con saving throw with advantage if you want.
I mean, and it hurts all creatures, not just.
It just says a creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a 17 and so 18.
Okay. So you take half damage.
Oh man.
Hey,
Right.
man. Sorry, I say quickly. Stay away from the.
Well, I don't know what this thing is. There's just I like moonlight.
Yeah, I like moonlight.
All right.
Sure. Must be that infernal part of you, huh?
It burns
It's
slightly.
radiant. Okay. So you take 5 points of damage.
Which is
Radiant damage.
which is just what we have the bonus, right? Isn't that what we got?
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's
All
right.
right. So I'm just normal now.
Normal hit points.
Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and try doing a blind hit.
North or south of you?
I'm going to say south.
Okay.
And so rolling with disadvantage. That's sorry, I have too many tabs open. Where did it go? That is a 16.
That is a hit.
Oh, did I actually hit something?
You did actually hit something.
wow.
Nice.
All right. So that's a 1d8. Ugh. So that's 3 damage. Minimum. I rolled minimum damage.
Okay.
But now I could do my second. My bonus attack. Bonus
Sure.
hand.
Yep.
That's not going to hit. That's a 9.
Yeah, your second swing is a miss.
Okay.
But you definitely made contact, and you heard it kind of sort of yelp and snarl at you, so you know it's there.
Okay.
It is now Brokos.
So
Beam of light roasting your friend.
Yep. I saw her attack something. Did I hear it?
Yes, you did hear it.
And do I know which way she swiped? Right.
Yep.
I'm going to move. I have as an action. I'm going to move that moonbeam to that spot.
Oh, okay, perfect. So I need to roll again, or does it just affect me?
Nope. Roll again.
That is an 8.
That is a fail. So that is 15 points of radiant damage.
Wow, that hurts. That really hurts.
2d10.
Okay.
And so yeah, that's radiant damage.
Very cool. You definitely hear it snarling and yelping, and it took
As a
some.
free action, I am going to holler, "There! It is there!"
Okay. So it is the creature's turn, and this one is sort of tired of getting roasted, and it just appears as it steps into the light between Brokos and Triss. So let's see if I can actually move it to the right layer. So as it steps into the light, you can see it now, and it's going to try to bite Triss. And that is a natty 1. So it is done for its turn. And it's now in the light, and all of a sudden, this one appears kind of out of the gloom. It just rushes up and is going to, gosh, why am I having so many problems with this? It's going to attack Alar. Sorry, Alar.
Oh, wow.
And that is a 11.
Nope.
Nope. You guys are lucky. I think some of Kragar's luck has rubbed off on me. But the one down below that went tumbling into Kragar's legs that he deftly avoided is recovered and is going to try to bite him. And that is a 15. Is that
That hits.
exactly what I need?
That is exactly what you need.
All right. Let's see. That is only a 3. So 3 damage to you, Kragar. And this little fella here down by you is going to disappear. And now it's your turn, Kragar.
I refuse to be outshadowed by some magic curse. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'll maneuver this way and then try to take him out.
Okay. So you are flanking with Alar on the one that attacked him and is still visible.
So that is a natty 20.
Wow.
Nice. See, Con of the North.
No, that was. I'm staying with the dice. It's like we get when you play the slots. You don't switch. It comes back around.
So nice that you're such an expert gambler.
So because I have advantage on him because he's visible, I get my sneak attack.
Nice.
Yup.
And that is not going to be amazing. Let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 damage.
15 damage.
That's nice.
And then I'm going to attack him again with my short sword.
Ouch. Ouch.
And that will be a 22 to hit.
That is definitely a hit.
But that is only going to be, I don't get the bonus on that. So that is only going to be 4 damage.
Okay. Still, you can see large tendrils of this shadowy creature sort of break off from it as you swipe through it, and did some serious damage to it.
I'll leer at it.
Yeah. Alar. Oh, did you roll? Did you make your last check? So you're not afraid of the first one?
Oh, each of us?
Yeah.
I'm
Everybody?
still afraid of the first one.
Okay.
No, me too.
Oh.
So that's still just a 7.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So
So,
that's going to be the one over by Triss, though, right?
yep.
Right.
Yes.
So Alar, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, get your graphics engine ready, Jerry. I'm
no.
going to cast a silent image. I'll strum a few chords and summon the image of a 10-foot by 10-foot bonfire right here. Oh, shoot, I'm in the wrong thing. Right here.
Atlantic.
Uh,
Who's working the pyrotechnics for your show?
I love it. Let's see if I can make a 10-foot by 10
Ah.
foot.
Well, using my face is always acceptable, Jerry.
There should be
All
a
right.
fire in the library.
That's what I was thinking, right?
Yeah. All right.
That's too big though.
Yeah, the fire itself is 10
Oh
by
yeah.
10,
Yep.
but it's going to cast bright radiance for what,
Yeah.
30 feet? I'm creating a very bright bonfire here, Jerry.
Okay. There we go. So now tell me what that does.
It lights up the whole alleyway.
Okay. Lit up the alleyway. And now let's see. Bright light for how
No
far?
shadows in any direction.
Oh my goodness gracious. Just
That's
There
how
you
we
go.
roll, man.
that's how you roll. Destroying all my hopes and dreams for these poor
I'm
dog
just trying to
creatures.
stay alive. You attacked me.
Right.
We were just slinking along in the darkness.
Trying to
guys
kill
were-
this old man and okay.
Oh, totally lost the concept of how D&D works, huh, guys?
All right. So that was nicely done. The alleyway is lit up. All of the creatures are exposed. And Triss, it is now your turn.
All right. Well, I am just going to take a swipe at this guy again, the one that's right in front of me. Oops. Let me double check and see.
Swiping away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'll just do a plain old. That's 16.
That is a hit.
Oh, I was not
There it is.
expecting that to hit. Okay. So that is. Where did it go? 1d8. Ooh, good. So that's 9 damage.
Wow. Okay.
And then I'm going to do the bonus with the short sword. That's a 22.
Nice.
So
Couple of good hits.
4. And that's another 5 damage.
Wow. So you swipe away and you see that like these tendrils on its, flanks and stuff are starting to kind of like dissipate almost before your eyes. And it looks like something has changed. It's really hurt. You did quite a bit of damage to it. And Brokos, you can see Triss swing away and make a couple of good connections with this creature. And it seems to be very injured.
Well, I am going to go over, since it's a concentration spell, I am going to go over to Alar, my good friend, and notice that he is bleeding and his clothes seem to be torn. I am going
No, not my clothes.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Nice.
The beam still stays because it's a concentration spell.
Just start
So-
with mending. Start with mending.
I do not have that. 7 points of healing back to you,
Thank
my
goodness.
friend. And and then the moonbeam is going to stay on him, and then that's going to be that.
All right. So you moved the moonbeam to him?
Nope. I healed Alar, but the moonbeam stays on him, so he has to. He's going to begin of his turn. He's going to make his. He failed his con. So he's starting
Okay.
there. So this guy will take now damage from moonbeam damage,
Okay.
which will be 14 points of radiant damage.
Can you move the moonbeam
Yes.
because it was south of Triss before? So can you move the moonbeam and heal Alar on the
Oh,
same turn?
I thought it was on
He had
him.
moved it last time.
I've moved it last time to him.
Yeah.
That was my
Okay.
action. So that
Okay.
moonbeam is still on him,
Okay.
and
I
he
get
did
it.
not leave it. So at the beginning of his turn, if it's still on there, he takes the damage, which is 14 radiant. And then it's a concentration, so I can cast another spell with it still being concentrated.
Yep.
All right. Well,
So-
I'm going to have to hope for a good roll here then, because it is the Shadow Mastiff's turn.
Well, then he took 14 points of radiant damage.
Okay. I don't get a save or anything?
I think at the end of his, let's see here. Go ahead and do the save, and I'll double check here.
It's only a 10.
That fails anyways. So 14.
14. So this creature seems to be disintegrating before your eyes as the harsh moonlight strikes its body, and eventually it
That's some
just
serious moonlight.
yeah, it just sort of fades away, and you can see little black tendrils kind of float off into the atmosphere, and it is no more.
Nice. And that is a save every time it starts it in there or enters it.
Oh, okay,
So it's a
perfect.
save for every time.
Okay. So this one is going to howl because its alpha just got destroyed,
Oh,
and it realizes that it's like totally exposed, but it wants one last shot, and it's going to move down here south of Kragar.
wait, that's into the bonfire.
Oh,
Remember, it's that 10
The
foot,
bonfire
like,
takes a
10
10,
foot square.
Yeah.
okay.
So unless you want to have it make its will save to disbelieve the illusion.
I don't think that would be good for it. Let's see. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I'll try that.
If you interact with the illusion, then you get to disbelieve it.
Okay.
But the light is still there.
It's a natty 20, so I think I disbelieve.
Oh,
I somehow disbelieve, and as I pass through here, I'm going to take a chomp at Kragar, and that is a 15 again.
ugh.
And that's
So then I get to attack it as it leaves my space.
yeah.
Yes, you
Okay.
would.
You have a weapon on hand?
Of course I do.
9
course I-
damage to
Don't you be
Kragar.
silly.
Well, I've been strumming, so probably I don't actually.
Yeah, I mean you'd have to
Yeah.
have it hand unless you cast,
Yeah.
because you have to have your hand for semantic.
Yep.
Improvised weapon.
You could.
Not my mandolin.
Throw it! No.
This is why I need to attach a blade to my mandolin.
Yeah. Butter knife on the end.
Hmm.
Let's see. So this one, if it moves up and wants to attack you, it's going to go into the bonfire as well.
No, that would be right by it.
Okay. So it's going to charge up because it's still pretty healthy, and you can hear it howling. And that is a 21.
Ugh,
So
jeez.
5.
At least it's not a nat 20.
Yeah, not a natural 20. 7 damage to you. And oh yeah, Kragar, Alar both need to do strength saves to see if you got knocked
Buddy.
prone.
Strength saves?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I fail.
8.
You
Oh
both
my
get knocked prone.
gosh.
But there's no hope for them to hide. And they're still visible and now quite angry. And Kragar, it's your turn.
Well, I will leap back to my feet. Have at you, cur. And I don't have advantage or anything, so I will just stab him and hope for the best.
Okay. Stab away.
Yes, 17 to hit
That is definitely a hit.
for 5 damage.
All right.
Oh, then that'll be a 19 to hit
Also a hit.
for 5 damage.
Wow.
2 mediocre hits.
Well, 2 mediocre hits add up to 1 dead and disappeared
Ugh.
Shadow Mastiff. And very nicely done. Alar, you see that Kragar dispatches one of them. The other one, the last remaining one that you can tell, is right in front of you.
Okay. So I am prone. So does it take a move action to stand then?
Just half of your move.
Half,
Just
yeah.
half your move? Okay.
Mhm.
Well, then I will stand, and I guess I will unsheath my blades and attack if I can.
Okay.
So I get a 20 to hit with my rapier, and then a 12 with my dagger.
Both are hits.
Wow, okay. So we're looking at 6 points, and so 9 points total.
Nicely done. So you take a few slashes with your rapier, or a couple slashes with your rapiers, and manage to do some damage. You can see little tendrils of shadowy smoke
And
peel
if I
off of it.
still have movement, I just move 5 feet.
Okay, you can do that. And Triss.
Well, I'm not eager to walk into the moonlight again.
Sorry.
And so
Oh, Brokos.
Tiptoe through the moonlight.
Come
Oh,
on, Triss.
I'm trying to scroll on this stupid shared screen again. Sorry. I think
Yep.
I will.
You
I
can do
don't-
it.
Oh, I don't want to though.
You're so tough.
Not really.
You can totally handle
I'm
it. You've
pretty
got 28
squishy
hit
still.
points.
Fine. All right, I will run through.
You could hold your turn.
I could, but I'm also not that bright. So I run through
Now it's dead.
and I attack. And so, wait, do I need? First, I need to roll for
Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
Constitution saving throw. Oh, that's a 17 plus 1, so 18.
So you take 6 points of damage.
Okay. And then so that's down to 22. Then I will attack.
Attack the remaining.
That's
shadow
a 23 to hit.
puppy. That is a hit.
That is 7 damage.
Nice.
And then my bonus action is a 17 to hit.
Again, a hit.
And that is 4 damage.
Nice. So you can see it's in pretty rough shape, like the Alpha was just before it was dispatched. And so you did your job, and you took one for the team. Brokos.
Who can make a moonbeam? Cover it with radiant damage. I'm going to move it over to the last puppy.
Nice. Okay, I
Do
will
your con
roll.
save.
And geez, those saves are just terrible. 10.
Nope. I'm going to take 15 points of radiant damage
Ouch.
at the beginning of your turn.
Is that a 3d6?
2d10.
Ouch.
That is painful. That is painful. So is that all you're doing on your turn?
Yeah.
All you're doing. Okay.
That's all.
So it is.
I use my free action to sing too. So.
The Shadow Mastiff's turn.
I nod
And
approvingly.
this beam blasts it from the sky. It looks momentarily confused, and then it just dissipates like the rest, and it is also gone.
Nice.
Nice job. Wow.
I will dispel the moonbeam for safety.
From
Yeah.
Xavier's Moonbeam.
I mean, Triss only had to go through it twice, so
Well, the first time I foolishly thought, oh well, I'm probably not going to get hurt by this. And then
Yeah,
the
I
second
checked.
time I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
yeah.
no.
I
I
sort of
checked
in-
D&D Reddit, and it was like, yep, no, you can even yourself get hurt if you want to walk through it. Like anybody, even the caster, could get hurt. So
Yeah. And I encouraged you to do it too. So
yeah, I'm just gonna
Well, that's
still
on
in my
me.
head think it was a tiefling thing because I don't. I mean, this is the first time I cast it. For all I know, I mean, it's radiant damage, right?
Yeah, yeah.
She's devil people, so
Wow.
I'm going
Was
to keep
that
my
a-
bonfire up for the full 10 minutes. I'm just going to let it go.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not a bad idea.
Does it appear that we're out of combat?
Yeah, you are out of combat now. And
I'm gonna
the
stop
man
yeah.
pokes
What-
his head around the corner, and he seems stunned by what he just witnessed.
You see, you had nothing to fear.
Could I do a
I'm
cure?
I'm the
quickly,
only
could I do
creature
a
that
cure
shadows you
wounds?
should fear.
Who are you doing cure wounds on?
I'm going to do 2 cure wounds, one on Kragar and one on Alar.
Okay.
That would be 11 points of healing back to both of you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Much needed. So the man, he's obviously reassessing you, and looking you up and down. Uh, that that was close. Thank you. You have no idea what the nights have been like around here. And he's going to kind of come up very, very cautiously and, try to stick his hand out to shake your hand, Brokos.
I will shake his hand, and I'm Brokos, and you are.
My name is Castor. I'm a drayman for P&W.
Oh,
What
what?
does a Draymond do? Yeah.
He basically drives a cart, hauling goods back and forth.
Okay.
So,
Perhaps we should go inside.
he's like, yes, that's a good idea. But he looks kind of scared, and he's like, it's
Are
just
getting
me
those-
and my family in there. But I guess I owe you. There's food. We have food.
Thank you for the hospitality. And I push past him.
Okay. So he invites you in. He seems a little nervous. When you get inside, he's glancing sort of down this hallway and this closed off door, and he tells you it's his wife and son and daughter are in the back room, and they've been sort of living in this prison for a while, just fearing to go out at night, didn't know where else to go, and they thought they had kind of figured out a system. These lights out there, they seem to be unwilling to come into the bright light, and so he figured he had enough supplies to just do his thing.
Plus, dogs aren't very good with doorknobs, so you could
Yeah.
just shut the door.
Yeah, so he felt like he had a thing, but they had broken into the stables, the company stables, eaten all of the horse teams over the past few weeks.
Ooh.
Wow.
People started losing pets in the neighborhood, and tells you even old Norton disappeared, and pretty sure that these foul creatures got him.
Well, he had it coming.
He was a drunkard. That's true. He should have known better. So he's
Sounds like quite the hairy situation.
he's obviously very indebted to you. We owe you a debt of gratitude, strangers. Thank Axelum you were passing through when you did.
Well, we weren't exactly passing through.
Oh, you were headed here for some reason?
We'll look around at the other people who normally talk.
I'm not a talker.
Goods have recently gone missing from the Peck and Wimby warehouse. Do you have any idea how they could have been taken?
From our warehouse, Peck and Wimby crates?
They have been
Okay.
showing up in different parts of town.
Ah, that seems very odd. Yes, very odd.
Under sinister circumstances.
So he's like, we saved a small portion of the supplies when the bombardment from the Dreadgate started, but mostly we were working on freeing some of the animals that were going to be I guess easier to save. The others and all the supplies, all the crates, all the casks, everything, it burned up. It was sad to see, but the fires did the Baron's work. That's for sure. I could probably account for most everything that we saved from the warehouses. It was distributed amongst some of my workers and some of the people in the neighborhood, and of course I saved some for myself. But I don't know how that would happen. I don't know how anyone else would have a stockpile of P&W goods.
Then perhaps we need the names of those you distributed the goods to.
Sure, they're all good people in the neighborhood. I could definitely give you their names, but maybe you should talk to old Beryl Coopersmith, the one that makes all the P&W crates and
Cooper
casts.
Smith.
Yeah. I don't think that's his real name, but
Yeah, sounds made up. Sounds made
Was
up.
did you say Daryl?
Beryl.
Beryl.
Beryl. Oh, even better.
Beryl
Beryl
Cooper
Coopersmith.
Smith.
Yeah. Beryl Coopersmith. Yeah, he tells you it's a joke. And he's the old grumpy dwarf, and everyone just calls him Beryl or Beryl Coopersmith, and apparently he doesn't like it very much. So
Oh.
he's like, I can
You
do
should
some...
name his son Fletcher.
Fletcher Aerosmith.
Uh-huh.
So he tells you that he can do some checking and try to account for everything that they saved that night. He's pretty good with his records and record keeping, knowing that eventually the city will, probably get back to some semblance of normalcy. So he assumed that Peck and Wimby people would want an accounting of all of their goods for insurance purposes, of course. So he'll ask around now that they can freely move about their neighborhood here. But he suggests maybe checking in with the old dwarf to see if he might be able to shed some light on P&W crates and casks being mixed up in some strange plot.
And where is this dwarf?
Oh, you just head back to the main thoroughfare there, Black Silver's Way. Go a couple blocks to the north, and you can't miss it. You'll probably be able to tell by the smells of wood and pitch. That should let you know when you're close. Big sign, big letters on the outside says Buell and Sons. Can't miss it.
This whole time I remained silent, just thinking, man, Kragar was about to slit this guy's throat unknowingly.
There's family inside. These Shadowfell creatures that have been
Papa!
fighting him for months.
Papa, where did Papa go?
Kragar did what the Shadow Mastiffs failed to do.
I want to confirm with Castor that it was only those three.
As far as I know, the warehouses were where we stored a lot of exotic animals that were shipped in for the fighting pits. We obviously missed those creatures somehow. We wouldn't have let them free, but we would have tried to put them out of their misery if we could have. But apparently they found a way out themselves.
This is why people should stop the trade of exotic animals.
Exactly.
I'm going to set up a zoo where I keep safe all of the creatures that I liberate.
Nice. That is a admirable thing. This guy would definitely support that.
Yeah,
Alar, the Mastiff King.
that's right.
So
The mullet is coming.
it's coming. He tells you you're welcome to stay the night. I know that there's less danger out there now, but still, it's not great to be out traveling at night. And I'm sure old Beryl is probably asleep right now. So,
Well, I'm
Very
sure me and my friends are quite hungry, and your family would like to hear the tale of how we vanquished the Shadow Mastiffs.
okay. So
I get
yes.
a 24 perform
Wow.
in telling the tale
Nice.
with embellishment.
All right. So he finally invites his family out. His wife starts cooking. He's got teenage son and daughter, and they're all just enraptured by your retelling of events. Their kids are sitting around you and they're clapping, and just a great old time is had. And they
That's
seem,
right.
besides
It's everything
the fact,
that Alar has ever wanted.
yep, he got the audience that he
They
has.
like
much,
you.
much smaller,
They
you know.
really like you.
But they seem very happy, and that is a good place to leave it for this week.
Oh,
All righty.
Yeah,
With Alar performing.
Alar
Mhm.
performing.
You're welcome.
the way the gods have meant it to be.
Well, good job, everyone. That was quite a fight, and I again totally impressed with how you guys handled it, and very nice usage. Got a natty 20 to figure out what these creatures were, and then it was just the end of the road for them. I figured they might run off at some point, but
I thought my bonfire might scare him off, but
bonfire, I thought about it, but with the alpha dying, I thought maybe they just were angered by that, or without leadership at that point. But either way, good things to get rid of, saving the neighborhood like you guys usually do. So great job, and you learn more about where you need to go on your quest. Old Barrel Coopersmith.
We're coming for him.
Yeah. Awesome.
Awesome. Well, we'll see.
don't you love it
guys.
as a DM when you have to come up with the name on the fly?
Yeah.
That was not on the fly.
And it wasn't even on the fly.
No, I try to work in little, things that make me smile. So I thought about this grumpy old dwarf that everyone calls him Barrel Coopersmith because he makes barrels, but that's not his real name. And I thought that'd just be part of his.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm glad that you thought it was just made up on the fly. But.
Well, just question, not to by no fault of Kragar, because he is who he is. What would happen if he would have slit his throat?
That is a great question. I guess you probably would have interrogated his totally frightened family
Oh.
and moved the story along.
Not saying he would have. I'm just saying.
He doesn't just randomly kill people.
He was moving up though.
I know what, he was just trying to assess the situation.
Yeah.
Blades were out.
Good. Yes, they were.
I have
Just
3
in
cats,
case.
so I know how they like to, sneak up on things and pounce, and that's exactly what it felt like to me. It was full on sneaking mode and ready to pounce, but
Because I know he was wanting to use some of his new powers. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I bet I could have one-shot that guy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think so.
No.
Most impressive, I'm sure.
oh,
And then
yeah.
we would have been singing that tale.
Yeah,
Right.
flawless victory.
Who would have gotten?
Death of a common man.
Who got the short straw to explain that to his family inside?
Oh yeah, we don't know what happened. Maybe
I would have spun it. Don't worry. I would have.
He came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it would have ended up being a hit no matter what. But good job, everyone. Have a great week, and we will see you next time.
All right.
Sounds good.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Everybody.